Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are in Stoke-on-Trent visiting a murder house. Now this isn't just any old murder house, this was all over the news back in the day. It is the murder house of Alice, what was her last name? Wiltshire.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Alice Wiltshire. So this lady was in her kitchen preparing a meal for her husband, like she always did. But this one was a sad ending. The husband came home and found her body in the scullery with a pile, I was going to say pile, a pool of blood. It looked like she'd been clobbered from behind with logs. It was believed that there was two men that broke into the house and killed her while she was preparing a meal. So husband finds body, calls police. It goes from there. In terms of my team, I am on my own tonight. I don't have Neil or Jace. They are off doing other things. But I am accompanied by Jace from Haunted Sessions.
Yo.
Welcome to the channel, mate.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. It's
So,
been a long time.
Yeah, it has. So we've been trying to do something for a while. It's just not happened. But tonight, it's all just fell in place. So we're going to get on with this and we're going to go and see what we can find.
It was one of the most grisly crimes of that time, the brutal murder of Alice Wiltshire at her own home in Barlaston. Here we take a look back at the awful day in 1952 and how a meticulous investigation by the police saw her killer swing from the gallows. The body of 62-year-old Alice Wiltshire was discovered by her husband, Cuthbert, when he returned to their home, Estrel in Barlaston on Wednesday, July 16, 1952. Cuthbert, a wealthy pottery manufacturer, had finished work for the day and returned to the 14-room mansion in the early evening. To his horror, he found Alice lying in a pool of blood in the kitchen. The trail of blood and other evidence led police to the conclusion that Alice had initially been attacked in the kitchen, probably while she had been preparing the evening meal. The intruder had selected two heavy logs from the scullery and savagely beaten Alice about the head, knocking her senseless. The assailant had then gone upstairs to steal property and rifle Alice's handbag and, upon returning downstairs, had discovered that Alice had recovered consciousness and was now standing in the hallway. The attack began again as Alice tried to escape back towards the kitchen. Her assailant had followed her, hitting as he went. All kinds of weapons had been used: vases, ornaments, and finally a 3-foot-long barbed poker, all of which were found heavily bloodstained. Alice had finally made her way back to the kitchen, and as she lay on the floor, dying, the callous killer had stabbed her through the head with the poker. He had also stabbed her in the stomach a number of times. There were, however, clues for the police to examine. The killer had left behind a footprint and a pair of blood-stained gloves. As for the motive for this terrible crime, that was easy to determine. More than £3,000 worth of jewellery was found to be missing. Staffordshire police soon called in assistance from Scotland Yard, and Detective Superintendent Reg Spooner was sent to take charge of the case. He soon determined that there was no sign of a break-in and the crime had taken place when the servants were all off duty. This suggested that the killer was someone Alice Wiltshire knew and someone who knew the household routine very well indeed. This, in turn, suggested that an ex-employee would be the right kind of candidate. One by one, all ex-employees were contacted and eliminated from the inquiry until only one name remained: one man who the police could not trace. The prime suspect now appeared to be 29-year-old Leslie Green, an ex-Borstal boy who had been employed by the Wiltshires as a chauffeur gardener. He had used his employer's car without permission and had been dismissed for disobedience. All this had taken place just a few weeks before the murder. During the earlier court proceedings at Stone, he was seen to be scratching on the inside of the dock with a paperclip. We discovered afterwards that he'd scrawled the words "Leslie Green made his last stand here." Actually, I found him an intelligent and likable character. He wasn't scared about his situation and was more or less reconciled to taking the consequences for what he'd done. He accepted his fate. Yet, you wouldn't have thought Green was capable of committing such a terrible crime. I'm convinced that, if Leslie Green hadn't been full of drink that day, the tragedy at Barlaston would never have happened. As it was, Mrs. Wiltshire died a terrible death and Green was hanged at Winson Green Prison 2 days before Christmas. It was indeed a tragic story.
Right, so guys, that is where we got in.
Do you want to join with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that piano. I closed the lid, right?
Yeah.
Closed the lid down. And you saw, I'll explain in a bit, but you saw me close that lid down and
Yeah.
it's a bit of a force to push that down.
Absolutely, it was a right struggle, wasn't it?
So if we can hear the piano being played later on, that's shut.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
It would be. It'd be fantastic, that would.
Yeah.
That piano lid, guys. Don't know if I'll be able to show you properly on the camera.
It does bang. It does bang.
That is... It's just a
Yeah,
vibration.
it's just like-
I thought it was coming from outside. So yeah, if we catch anything noise-wise from that piano, that would be amazing. Look at this out. Facing the door. 'Cause that doesn't go off either. Once it sets. And then this one, I'm just going to put this one out for our own security. 'Cause this one has got a motion detector on the front.
Put it on the piano.
Yeah, so give them face the window. So if that goes off, there's someone in the window.
Nice.
I'll just show you what I mean. Somebody walks in front of that window. He's going off. And he'll just look up.
Some people with that.
Is there somebody there? There's no glass in there either, so it can't be picking up any reflections. So I've literally just set that REM pod with a motion sensor on the front as a bit of security for us. But he's gone off. And we're nowhere near him. There's nobody there. He's gone off twice.
Right, so, set up this ring there, look. Right, as a security. And if someone comes in, it's going to go off. I can hear footsteps.
So we are hearing quite a lot of movement in this house, but we've scouted the whole thing already. And apart from them urban explorers at the front window, there was no sign of anyone.
I keep feeling that it's easy right now.
It is very edgy, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's a dog.
that's outside, yeah. For some reason, I keep looking at this door.
Yeah, I keep seeing things in the doorway.
I don't know why.
I keep seeing things in that doorway. That's one of the reasons I've put that music box facing that doorway.
Yeah, because on that bin down there, it's a green music box which got like Christmas lights on it, that lights up.
That won't get triggered by us doing anything in this room.
No.
Something's got to physically walk in front of it.
It stopped now.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's that way when it stopped.
how many times has the bag gone off?
3 times.
3 times.
I'm scared to have my back against that door.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I think it's the dark.
I don't think it's a dark per se, it's more someone was murdered, actually murdered in here.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think that is what makes this place
Yeah.
so uneasy to be in. The fact that there was quite a brutal murder. So, Alice, we heard about your murder. Do you still reside here? You think you can come forward and tell us? Or even better, show yourself to us? Now that box is like an SB7.
Right.
It does scan radio waves.
Okay.
But it's very weak. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't pick up the signals of the radio stations very easily. So it does scan. It does produce noises from the radio. But what's that flashing?
What?
There's a flashing up on the ceiling, up in that corner.
I was looking at you and saying,
Oh, I know what it was. There was a moth flying past my torch. It's okay. Explanation. So yeah, like I was saying, that is Neil calls it a G07. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a spirit box, basically, and it will pick up frequencies. But the amount of times we've had voices come through that don't sound even like a radio presenter, and it's tied into where we are. It's unreal. I love that box. I've gone all the way over to Neil's tonight just to pick that up. I don't normally carry that, so Neil carries that around. I've gone all the way over just to get it, just to bring it out.
oh, I thought there was a shadow. I've just looked in that mirror. It's your shadow. The camera won't see it now because I pulled the light off.
He's so edgy. This is the only problem with doing these investigations, trying to get across to your viewers how edgy the place is. That's what I struggle with the most.
It is. It's probably one of the creepiest places I've been. I've been to Hoppers Woods, and so has Mike, and we picked up some weird shit there. Just being in this one room here right now, the vibe is just.
Alice, is that you? We ain't missed nothing, have we? We ain't missed no rooms. I've checked behind every door.
Yeah.
Unless is that... So bell's going off again.
No one there. How sensitive is it?
Well, you saw that I was... So if I go... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how sensitive it is. It's not...
Yeah.
I can do this. It takes a while. That's how sensitive it is.
That's mad. That's because you were in the way.
But he's out of the way of everything.
Hey?
The bear. He's out of the way of everything. That wasn't it. He shouldn't be getting set off.
I'm uneasy. I'm feeling sick. You know when you get that sort of nauseating feeling in the pit of your stomach, that you feel like you need a poo, but I don't need a poo. I just feel so freaking nauseous right now.
And again.
I haven't felt like that since the house I did in the cottage I did in Bridgetown.
Do you know, I've got a headache.
I had a headache this morning, just because I've been up since 6, but
I'm starting to get a bit of a headache.
it feels very heavy.
It does, doesn't
It
it?
feels really heavy.
It's almost, I don't want to get sound too oversensitive, but it almost feels like that pain that's in this house, the horror that it's seen,
Yeah,
is like overwhelming.
that's the feeling of being overwhelmed. Oh man.
Did you?
Oh man.
Did you hear that?
I heard something, I couldn't quite make that out.
I think it said something like to help or something like that, or in help. I've got to start being better with my camera because I'm not used to filming myself.
I'm doing no footsteps for a bit. I'll say that when I just do the phone, but
But that's why I like that, because see, it's not very often it spits something out. Like normal like the S box, for instance, it's and then it's saying something every time. You don't get a fat lot out of that. So when something does come through, you look a little bit more.
I just don't like that door. One
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. But that ain't gone off yet, so that might be our minds working a bit of overtime. So we've got the trusty Geiger counter. We've got Sid. You're going to need chances. You're going to do something tonight, mate. What's the chances? The geobox. And we've got Bill, who's actually been quite active tonight. Ain't you, Bill? Huh? You speak up again? No? Alright then. So I've got a couple of cat balls dotted around as well. Mainly just to got another K2 here. Have I turned that one on? Yeah. So I've got a K2 sitting on there, and then the music box. So we are
I do have some neck pain, but I get neck pain anyway, so.
yeah. Okay. Fuck me! I just saw that. Look at the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm doing this with my top. Oh, that's how edgy this place is. I'm walking past the mirror and getting scared by my own shadow.
I think we're doing EVP, mate.
I think so as well.
Just turn
Yeah.
that off for a minute.
Absolutely. Right, we're going to do an EVP.
Right, guys, so just ask Mike if we can focus. There we go. Right, just ask Mike to turn the box off. Can't remember the name for it.
We call it a geo box.
Geo box. What we're going to do, we're going to do an EVP. And I've got 2 batteries on this. Hopefully it don't go dead. But we'll see if there's anything here, shall we? See if we pick anything up. If we hear anything, let me know in the comments down below, please. Right. Alice? Are you here? My name's Jason.
I'm Mike.
We don't mean you no harm. We're truly saddened at what happened to you all those years ago. Can you tell us what happened? You can actually talk into the device with my hand. Let's go.
Do you want to start that again? Because a bit.
That's all right.
I was trying to stop this flipping dodging around as well.
So the rumbling that was going on was Mike's trying. Big bird better go off.
Yeah.
While Mike's doing this, I'll take it back. I did cut that bit there to actually switch arms, but this is still the same EVP and I don't normally cut anything, so. Alice? Are you here? My name's Jason. I'm Mike. We don't mean you no harm. We're truly saddened at what happened to you all those years ago. Can you tell us what happened? You can actually talk into the device in my hand. We'll do another one a bit later.
Yeah.
Picking up Mike's tripod.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not getting that same thing from Pandora, but I couldn't remember shit. Tripod. We'll try another one in a bit.
That's better. This is how not used to stuff I am. I'm normally just. This is me taking Jace for granted.
Oh, shit. I wasn't recording it. You were recording, weren't you?
Yes, I was recording.
You just flipped around.
Alice, is that you? Come through to the doorway. Come and show yourself, please. Have you got curious as to why there's two men?
Well, that thing hasn't got off since we've been in here, so,
No, it hasn't.
I mean, there was a moth there. Would that moth have set it off?
We can look at that by replicating what a moth would do with this piece of plastic. So if a moth, I'm straight in the vision.
Yeah.
Shall I do it again with this? That should set it off.
Try it. Okay. Literally, I just stopped recording. I turned it on off. I do that to save battery.
Yeah.
I've just changed one battery after the intro, and then I've literally just switched it on as because I just turned his tripod round, so, and the bear went off again, but
Yeah, the bear went off. So what we just tried to do as well, guys, I will do it as well again just for the camera. We have tried to replicate. We have tried to replicate what would happen if something like a bug or an insect or anything like that was to fly in front of this. Now this, you would think would set that off if it caught it, wouldn't you?
that just...
Well, so that one has. But that one didn't, did it? So maybe I was closer with that one
Yeah,
to the sensor.
yeah. I wonder if that moth was closer to the sensor than...
Maybe then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll call. If anyone else knows, then let us know.
Okay.
You are a freak out in here, man.
It is one of them places, isn't it?
I feel freaked the fuck out.
Why is he going off so much? He normally just sits there quiet in the corner. He was only there for our security. I wasn't even intending him to be anything to do with the investigation. That was just for if someone came to the window, we'd know they were there. Alice, was that your spot? Did you like...
I wasn't even recording that, mate.
Was that direct?
Oh, so the bear just went off. I might ask, is this your favourite place? And he went off again. Ask again.
That's interesting. Alice, was that your favourite spot by the window? Would you mind setting the bear off for me again if it was?
That was my belly. It happens.
Love a good old belly rumble.
People get pissed off at my belly rumbling. Even though I eat like King Edward. King Henry. Yeah. King Edward.
Alice, was this your favourite spot of the house? Did you sit on that window seat? Was that your favourite place to be? In the window, looking out at all the lovely trees? Come on, we just want to communicate with you. And learn a bit of your story. Do you think that would be possible? Would you like to come and talk to us? We're not here to hurt you. We think it was disgusting what them men did to you. We're repulsed by it. Are you still angry? Does two men being in your house annoy you, anger you? Set off one of our devices that's in this room. They're scattered all around this room. Feel free to touch any single one of them and let us know if you are still angry. We don't even mind if you push that bear off that piano.
That would be amazing.
We can handle that. You're not going to break it. Throw it off. Push it clean off that piano.
Are you disgusted about what they did to your house? These lovely ceilings, look, and they put these god-awful lights in. I would be. I'd be upset.
Yeah.
It's a lovely house. I bet you had fond memories in this place.
Was that you?
I literally just stopped. No. No. Sounded like it was a bee.
Alice, was that you? Are you in this room with us? That was. And again.
Alice,
That was a bit further away though.
if that's you, can you knock twice for yes, please?
I can hear something up there. Unless that's that car.
Could have been. Could have been the car. Jeez. So, if you can get anything, I'll stay still and quiet, mate.
Yeah. I'm going to start it and then we'll be on my camera.
Okay.
So Alice, we're going to leave this running for about 30 seconds. If you want to tell us anything, or even just tell us to get out, your 30 seconds for that start now.
Unless you walk away.
Yep.
You can tell us whatever you want, Alice.
We will listen to whatever you've got to say.
There's no need to be shy. Even if you just say hello. Come and play the piano. Play one note on that piano for us. Try that. See if anyone can pick anything up. I'm really bad at it. So, fast forward.
Yes, right. Is it recording anything?
I heard a voice on there when you started it. It's only picked up the start.
But we were nowhere near it. So it has picked up the start when I've pressed it, when I pressed record.
Yeah, but there's nothing there.
There's nothing on it.
Right. Right. What we'll do, we'll put mics down, we'll put my EVP recorder down, and we'll see if we can get something on that.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know there's two going, so if we get anything, it'll be on both. Let's try that.
Yeah. Put one there. That's recording.
I've only got, you see that? I've got two bars. So I'll put one on there. Push record. Step back. That's me stepping back.
Right now we are dead still.
Okay, Alice. If you can hear us, speaking to one of the two devices on top of your piano. It's a nice piano.
It's a lovely piano.
Did you sit at your piano and play? Did you like to play? Or did you just like to listen to the piano being played?
Has your piano always lived here? Or has it been moved? Has somebody tried to steal it, but they just couldn't get it further than here?
We don't mean you any harm, Alice. We just think it's dreadful and awful what happened to you. Preparing dinner for your husband and then being attacked from behind. It should never have happened. Stop. Let's play this back. Yeah, good. I'm sure there was some sort of tapping, but that's probably from the guy who came and
I was going to say, could that be picking that up?
Could be, possibly. Have a proper listen during editing, because you pick up a lot more in editing. But I'm sure there was something towards the end. I can't be 100% sure, but
Hang on.
we'll have a listen to Mike, see what he says, if he has picked anything up. Nothing? No. Probably me.
Try it again. What about next to it?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Close shots against the area.
But if you go to anything, might have been the area.
Yeah.
Could have been, yeah. If you go to anything and then EVPs, please let us know in the comment section down below. So I'm starting to get a bit of a headache at the moment, I think. I can feel it, but I suffer with headaches anyway, so.
Guys, if you did hear anything on them on the EVPs, please drop it into the comments below and tell us what you thought you heard. Because we didn't think we heard anything, but we're here in the moment. It might be different playing it back. You might hear something that might jump out. So if you did hear anything, please do just drop it in the comments for us. We do appreciate that sort of stuff.
Oh, 15, what's the 12, 10.
It should hover around 7.
I just come over to it, it was on 15.
It's the most accurate one I've seen.
3.
At home it goes mad next to the electrical stuff. But there's no electric here. Train. Alice, was that you? That was me. Yeah, it was me. Alice, come forward and show yourself. Make a bang. Knock something off somewhere. We will go and look. If you make a knock somewhere, we will come and find it. You can't scare us away. We just want you to come and communicate. What's that? Is that more whistling? Is that more whistling or is that an owl?
I'm thinking it might be an owl.
Okay. It's just weird how we was last time we was in here. Yeah, that's animals. It's just mad, ain't it? Because the last time we was in here, we heard that whistling.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That took us by surprise last time. Alice, come forward. Come and show yourself to me or Jay. Go and make a noise next to Jay, next to him in his room. Come and make a noise next to me. I'm completely in the dark here, on my own. But my camera will see you. Come and show yourself for it. Point us in the direction of where you were murdered. Make a knock or a bang from the place. I was looking in there and I looked up and it was like the whole window just went bright. Just heard a noise. That clicking is the Geiger counter. I've just heard a noise in here. Alice, was that you in here? Knock something off. Make a bang. Show yourself. Make a bang for us. So, we've been here now probably a good hour or so, and we've been hearing a few knocks. Can't pinpoint them, can't pinpoint where they're coming from. I started to get a little bit of a headache earlier on. It's cleared up, mine's completely cleared up, but Jay has got a headache and it's getting worse. I don't know whether this place, the atmosphere is getting to him, or whether something is here affecting him. It's a very, very eerie feeling. It makes you on edge. I think it's like we were saying earlier on. It's the fact that it's a big old building, big old empty building with a dark past. We haven't had a bang for a while. We've got nothing on the AVPs. The music box went off once. Hasn't gone off again. Geiger counter's gone up a couple of times. Been no cat ball action. Been nothing really come out of the geo box. Probably one word, but I couldn't make out what it said. It's just the eeriness of it. Let's go back and meet up with Jack. How's your head?
So at the back.
Do a spirit box session. See if we can get any words come out of this.
Right, so we're gonna do a spirit box session. See what happens, but my head's just getting worse and worse now. I can feel it.
What was that?
I'm just
Don't mean it.
who?
Spirit, that was a male voice. Is there a male spirit here also? Alice, can you come forward? Come forward and talk to us through this device. We will be able to hear your voice if you talk through that. Because so far we've heard one word out of that and it's been a male voice. So if you can come forward and talk and we hear clearly a female voice, we'd be very impressed. Remove that because I don't know if the magnet from that speaker's set in that.
Yeah.
That should be far enough away from that, shouldn't it?
Should be.
I didn't even realise that the speakers had magnets in like that, and they could set K2s and stuff off. It was Jace that taught me that. I walked past a big speaker in one of the buildings we were in, and I had the K2 in my hand, and it was on green. As soon as I walked past this speaker, it went bright red, and I was like, Jace, something here. He went, no, it's going to be the magnet in that speaker, mate.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know, I didn't even know that. Did you hear that then?
Yeah, look at pop.
It's like a squeak. Alice, come through and talk to us, please.
Listen. We're listening.
Come and talk then, because we are listening. Why are we only getting a male voice? Who else is here? Come and tell us your name. Are you stopping Alice coming forward? Is Alice still not free, even in death? Oh, I've got hackles. I've got hackles. I think it's the interrogation. Alice, come forward, sweetheart. We're not here to hurt you. Almost sounds like footsteps, that does, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's bumpy.
Like getting worse. I don't even know what to suggest. Because I don't suffer with that. Jace does. If Jace was here, he'd have some really strong painkillers, but I don't have anything because I don't suffer with them.
I know when it's getting worse when it's in my eyes. It's like something's pushing down on the top of your eye. That's what I get.
Alice, are you trying to come through this box? Alice, this is your last chance to come forward. Oh, it's a fucking moth. I was watching up here, and that spider web just went like that, and then I saw this moth flying around over here.
Yeah, he's up here.
Oh, I got so excited, then I thought, what was that? Then I saw it.
Mate, I'm calling it.
Yeah.
I can't fucking...
Yeah, no, it's not wrong. I was going to say I would call it. Right guys, we are going to end that investigation here. We're calling it a little bit earlier than we normally would because Jay's headache is
Oh,
getting
Mental,
worse.
mental.
How are you feeling, buddy?
Once I've gotten to bed, I'll be alright, but I don't know, I suffer with headaches anyway. I can't put them down as paranormal. But considering I've been up since 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
right, and it's nearly, gone 1 AM,
Yeah.
or whatever the time is, I have to put it down to that, but I can feel it coming up here, it's coming up into my eyes, so it's going to be fun driving home with light shining, but this place has just been, you know, stuff, I can't even speak, you know, like the noises that we've heard.
Mate, some of the noises that we've heard have been epic, haven't
I would have gone upstairs to have a look around, but them carpets are just soaked.
they? Yeah, there's no
I
point.
fancy slipping over.
We went up there at the start and had a look around just to make sure there was nobody else in the building. Nah, there's no point. There's holes everywhere, and I'm walking around with no torch all night with just the IR camera. The broke legs. We would have definitely 100% broke legs.
Definitely.
But yeah, guys, if you did like that video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We are also a part of a group called Dreadmare. If you don't know who they are, hit me down in the comments and we'll send you some more information. There'll be a link in the comments to Dreadmare. There'll also be a link in the comments to Haunted Sessions. Until next time, love ya.